talk about Flash. When did that become, I mean, from a nickname to being just what you are known as in this sport?
Yeah, I mean, so I rarely hear my name Thomas or Tom, and I rarely hear that, which is fine with me because honestly, I was always told that when guys, when they give you a nickname, you probably earned something, you know? And so it just felt so good because Bo Jackson is the one that actually gave me that nickname, Flash Gordon. And it just stuck with me all the way throughout my minor league career, on through my major league career, and even to this day. When I get to the hotel, and my hotels, it's not on the Tom Gordon, it's on the Flash Gordon. So I told them, I said, that's not, you guys know that's not my real name. They said, well, that's what everybody calls me. So I enjoy it, I appreciate it. A lot of great things happen, but like I said, my teammates gave me that name and it's stuck with me.
It started as a nickname and then it just became your name.
Became my name.
You come out and I'm saying Tom Gordon, people are like, who's that? That's funny. So did that change the way the expectations when you have a nickname like that? Did you feel more pressure?
Well, you know, I thought, in the beginning, I thought guys just, being fun, they enjoyed it. It definitely, for me, was something that I thought was catchy. So once they start playing the song Flash, Savior of the Universe, when they did that, it went completely over my head. But I still appreciate it, and I thought that sometimes, like I say, your closest friends on teams, they're usually just as close, if not closer than a brother. And so for them, they felt like I was a guy that they could count on, they could trust, and they felt that that nickname went well with what I was doing. So I'm appreciative of it. I have the fans, the great fans, everywhere I go, asking me to sign Flash, and I don't mind it. So it's brought me a lot of joy.
That is great. I want to touch on, we just had the draft, we have the MLB draft going on, and I want to talk about you coming up, your rookie year, you win 17 ball games. What did you think at the time when you jump on the scene like that, what your career was going to look like with that success early on?
Well, of course, first off, when you get there, there's so much hype to talk about it. And number one, you need to know how to bottle that up and not allow that to take too much of an effect on you until you start to get to almost that third year where they start to assume that you're a big leaguer there. My first year was very, very good. And of course, I felt like I could still do it again as long as I stayed healthy. So I had some really good seasons, but I also knew that there were going to be a time and period in that game where there were going to be more losses than wins. I don't know what season that was going to take place, but at some point, I think you learn more when you lose, because there's so many things that you can go back and look at and say, I could have done that better, I could have done that better. But when you just constantly winning games, most times you don't have time to reflect on the losses. And I tell my kids that to this day. I said sometimes your biggest loss usually reflects more and it gives you more thoughts and ideas of how you can become a better player the next day. I said don't take it as you lost. Take it as you're going to learn something from the loss that you had tonight.
Speaking of learning, what did you learn as a starter that helped you when you went to the back end of the bullpen?
As a starter, I've always had this attitude. The number one thing that I did very well is getting strike one. So, going into the bullpen, right away you have to have strike one. You have to get strike one. That's where the most successful relievers has and been able to stay in the game the longest and have such a successful career as a reliever is that they got strike one right away. So, being a starter, I knew that it didn't matter how many pitches I threw. I faced a guy with that day to get him out. But as a reliever, I had to utilize my best 3 pitches to get that guy out. So I carried the same mindset as a starter into the bullpen as a reliever. But I just had to cut back on some of my pitches because I wasn't going to need all 3 of them. And the best case scenario was Dennis Eckersley saying to me, Flash, all you need is 2 pitches to be a great closer. You got 3 or 4 pitches right now. You don't want to lose a game on your 3rd or 4th best pitch. You go out there with your best 2 pitches, you win that game, everybody's happy. Just never lose a game on your 3rd and 4th pitch.